ఇది భయ్యా ఇది. ఆ! సో, వాట్సప్ లెజెండ్స్ వెల్కమ్ టు మై ఛానల్. యాపిల్ అడ్వర్టైజ్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే. 1K ఎప్పుడో అయిపోయింది భయ్యా. నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నావు. బై ది వే థాంక్స్. రోహిత్ బ్రో నమస్తే. వెల్కమ్ టు ది స్ట్రీమ్. ఆయన వాయిస్ వస్తలేదు. అట్లా ఇది రికమెండెడ్ బిట్ రేట్ కంటే తక్కువ ఉందని చూపిస్తుంది. రైట్ ఇది. ఓకే. న్యూ టు ది ఛానల్ దట్స్ వై ఐ విష్డ్. ఓకే ఓకే బ్రో. ఈయననే డిస్కౌంట్ రమ్మంటాడు. అది ఏందో తెలియదు. ఎక్కడుంది ఇది? హెచ్ఎస్ఆర్ వన్ ది బెస్ట్ మొబైల్ గేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇయర్. యా తెలుసు 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 చూసిన. ఒక్క నిమిషం బై, ఒక్క నిమిషం. Ingu bro, namaste, welcome to the stream. Nitish bro, namaste, welcome to the stream. చికెన్ ముక్కలు వచ్చినాయి, స్కిప్ కొట్టాల్సి వచ్చింది. ఆడియో ఓకేనా? ఏమైనా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలన్నా ఆడియో? అయితే చూసిరా, ఇండియాలో గెన్షన్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ట్రెండ్ అవుతుంది ట్విట్టర్లో. ఫ్యాన్ ఆర్ట్ మస్తుంది. ఇది ఫ్యాన్ ఆర్టా? అచ్చా, నా ఇదే అదే అనుకుంటా, నవి అది. గేమ్ అవార్డ్స్ Pavilion 2 wins 0 game awards despite 7 nominations. ఇది భయ్య బాధాకరం అంటే అన్నిటికన్నా. This is it. Baldur's Gate 3 is your game of the year. డిసప్పాయింటెడ్ అనిపిస్తుంది నాకు అది ఒక్కటే, Baldur's Gate 3 అంటేనే. ఇది కూడా ఉంది మంచిగా, బెస్ట్ యాక్షన్ అడ్వెంచర్ గేమ్. ఓకే, దీనికి వచ్చింది. అయితే దీనికి వచ్చింది లేట్ గాని ట్రైలర్ వచ్చింది. ఇన్ని గనం గేమ్లు ఉన్నాయి బాయ్, ఇన్ని గనం గేమ్లు ఉన్నాయి. ప్లేయర్స్ వాయిస్ అవార్డ్. ఓకే, ప్లేయర్స్ వాయిస్ అవార్డే ఉంది.
The Kingdom and the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3. Nominees for our Players Voice Award, 100% voted by the fans. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Genshin.
అరే ఫ్యాన్స్ కూడా తాగేసారు. అయితే
I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right, then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chioria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer. Camera operator, that can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it? Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shot.
Producer, director Furina.
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there! Yeah! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
కొత్త వాల్ పేపర్, ఆమె బర్త్డే వాల్ పేపర్.
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Oh, Marina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your
Hey.
positions. Camera ready. Get the clapperboard. Actors to your position. Lights. Camera. Action. Enough, villain. Pay for the death of our mother.
You're just as naive as her. Did you
Hey,
really
Targad,
think
cameraman.
2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
బై మ్యూజిక్
Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
పులేనారెడ్డి వంగ.
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Shavras?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
చెప్పినాగా
Excellent! That was beyond
సందీప్ వంగ కాదు, పురీనారెడ్డి వంగ. ఆడ గుర్తుపెట్టుకో.
Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean the good kind of waves.
రైట్, కోడ్స్ ఇవన్నీ నేను తర్వాత మళ్ళీ డిస్కౌంట్లో పెడతా, కమ్యూనిటీ పోస్ట్లో పెడతా. థింగ్స్ అండ్ నోట్ గైస్. I L RS 99. నాకు తెలిసి ఫురీనా డైరెక్టర్ అయినట్టుంది బాయ్. ఫురీనా డైరెక్టర్ అయినట్టుంది పార్ట్ టైం. ఫౌంటైన్లో ఇప్పుడు పోస్ట్ తీసేసుకుంది కదా.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Shavras.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? We can sing a, like, a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we
Ayaka
can't have
gun
new
పట్టుకుంది by the
version
way.
without introducing some new characters. As
పోస్టర్
you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Shavras will be our new playable characters.
Yay!
Shavras.
I'm
Shavras.
sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Shavras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shavras before in their voice lines, but Shavras will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting.
Oh, by the way,
Is there
what do you
new
think of
Archon
letting
quest?
one of our characters from the new
తెలియదు bro.
version take
ఇప్పుడే
the
start
lead
అయింది
role
కదా.
in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands.
నాకు ఆమె సిగ్నేచర్ వెపన్ నచ్చింది అవి అది యాక్స్.
This one's got your name on it.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect
Chiori
her
is a
personality?
Kiraras.
She clearly
Oh.
pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant
see how
and
I-
fierce all at once. Just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple
Gunbrella.
Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in
Uh-huh.
combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill.
Let
Her
time
skill
వచ్చింది అయితే
damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah.
Only single
Not
target
intimidating
కదా
at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the
ఓ
Spina di
కొత్త
Rosula.
కొత్తది తెలుసుకున్నాం భయ్యా
So
కొత్త
I
feature,
think we should
rewards
bring up
double
Spina's
వస్తాయంట.
contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was
కొత్తగా
all
ఏమన్నా
thanks to
ఇచ్చట అయిపోయింది
Navia's
నిజంగానే.
leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet
సాయంత్రమా
Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
సేమ్ టు సేమ్ టు జై బ్రో సేమ్ టు
Definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then
ఫోర్
be
స్టార్స్
sure
ఇవ్వాలి
to
మా
check it
బ్యానర్లో
out.
Ugh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Shavras to be in the spotlight.
షెవరస్
Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait
Petrol,
to learn more
petrol.
about her. So let's get right into
మై
it.
ప్రీవియస్
Okay. How should I introduce her? First off, Shavras
మనం
is
కొన్ని
the captain
చూసినా
of the
చదవం
Special
భయ్యా
Security and
బయటికి.
Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontanian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Shavras is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with
But the
so
food
many
అయితే
sauces.
పోలం క్యారెక్టరా
Final warning.
అచ్చా పొలాన్ని బెండ్ చేస్తే గన్ అవుతుంది. నైస్ నైస్. ఫౌండ్ ది లాజిక్ నౌ.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks. That
Doritos
is so
in
awesome.
Genshin.
Girls, girl.
కురుకురే
She gets
కురుకురే
it.
భయ్యా.
She gets it. She
మన
really
దగ్గర
does.
కురుకురే ఉంటుంది.
She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevrolet's work as a captain can be really
That is our
stressful. I
female
mean, I can't
characters.
blame the girl for indulging
ఇప్పుడు
every once in a
problem
while
in
to
the
relieve
FJ,
some
bro.
stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member of the special patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevrolet took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands
Genshin
respect among her
business
peers,
strategy.
and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she
Kotta
holds herself to
kotta.
even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or
Are
in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevrolet and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevrolet uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental
Kill.
skill.
Ooh.
For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevrolet will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field.
ఈయన
During
కూడా
her
చేస్తుందా?
elemental burst, Chevrolet fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa.
బెనిట్ ప్లస్ క్లీ
Wait,
లెక్క
I
కొడుతుంది
noticed
ఎందుకో.
that Chevrolet has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevrolet obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevrolet's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Chevrolet actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess she
Nice.
has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what
Basa-
happens if Chevrolet is
Ladies'
paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party
మనది
contains
Ola
at least
Uber
one
batch భయ్యా.
character of either type, then
నేనైతే
triggering
Ola
the
Uber. మా
overloaded
ఫ్యామిలీలో కూడా
reaction
Ola
will cause
Uber.
an opponent's
Ah, లేదు,
pyro and
Rapido.
electro resistances to decrease.
Okay,
Rapido batch.
so it seems like Chevrolet could
Manta.
really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevrolet isn't solely limited to a musket. She also
అమ్మాయిలు
uses
బస్
the
బస్
polearm in
చింపేయచ్చు ఇక.
combat. Okay,
బస్
honestly,
బస్ తో
if I were a
పనే లేదు
criminal,
ఇక.
I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure.
నవ్య ప్లస్
Most people who
Tina.
have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it.
నాకెందుకో
And
బెనిట్ ప్లస్
maybe
క్లీ
it
అన్నట్టు
does.
అనిపిస్తుంది.
In
Bennett
all
plus Clee.
seriousness, though, that's why Chevrolet trains so hard. She has to be able
Oh,
to
ఈ
catch a
బేడా
wide
తోటి వర్క్
variety of
అవుతుంది.
cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs.
వర్క్ అవుతుందా?
So when
బేడా తోటి?
Chevrolet is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are great. Both of them
Carry
would be
చేయాలి.
great leads in our commercial. I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
ఎందుకు బ్రో?
I know.
బాయ్స్ కూడా
And
లేడీస్
I
లెక్క
will
చీర
make this
కట్టుకొని
even
పోతారా
harder for
బస్సులో?
you.
Oh no.
We're about to
ముఖం
take a
చూస్తేనే
look at what
తెలిసిపోతుంది
event
భయ్యా.
wishes that travelers can look forward to in
అసలు
version
లేడీస్ కి లేడీస్ అని
4.3.
ఇప్పుడు
The
ఎందుకు
candidate
అవన్నీ
pool
ఆధార్
for
కార్డులు?
the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no. In the first half
ఆఖరి
of
బస్సులో
version
సీట్
4.3,
ఫ్రీగా
travelers
కొట్టేస్తే
can
ఎవడు
look forward to
కొట్టేస్తాడు
event
భయ్యా?
wishes for Naya
ఎవడు
and
కొట్టేస్తాడు?
Ayaka. A new 5-star Claymore, Verdict, will also be featured in the weapon
బస్సులో
event
ఫ్రీ
wish.
సీట్ ఎవడు
In the
కొట్టేస్తాడు
second
అసలు
half
నాకు
of
అర్థం
version
కాదు.
4.3, we'll
Oh.
have returning event wishes from the Raiden Shogun and
అయిపోయా.
Yoimiya. During
And
this
next
time,
wish-
Chevrolet will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Then
Be
next
sure to
week
check
you're
them
full
out if
busy.
you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs
nah.
of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep
Oh.
an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet
Yep.
travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right. For sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The
అంటే
version
ఇప్పుడు ఏంది
4.3
మొగోళ్ళు
special
బుర్కా
program
వేసుకొని
is brought to you by
లేడీస్
Chioria
సీట్లో
Boutique
కూర్చుంటే
and will
ప్రాబ్లం
return
అవుతుందనా?
shortly.
అగో ఇంకో కోడ్ వచ్చింది. అయిపోయా రేట్లు. ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ పెరుగుతుంది చూడండి. అది నాకెందుకు ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్ పెరుగుతుంది అనిపిస్తుంది ఇయర్స్లో. యూసీ లాస్ వస్తుంది బ్రో, లాస్ వస్తుంది. లేదంటే మగవాళ్ళ టికెట్ రేట్లు పెంచుతారు అంతే. బెస్ట్ స్ట్రాటజీ అది. 10 రూపాయలు ఉండే టికెట్ 20 రూపాయలు 30 రూపాయలకు అమ్ముతారు.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chioria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important,
ఫ్రీ
right?
బై
Do you have any ideas?
ఫ్రీగా ఇచ్చిన ప్రతిసారి ఇన్ఫ్లేషన్
We're making a
పెరుగుతుంది.
commercial for
ఏ
Chioria
ప్రోడక్ట్స్
Boutique
ఏ
that
కమోడిటీస్
helps
ఫ్రీ
out
ఇవ్వాలో
we
అవి మాత్రమే ఇవ్వాలి.
include some event
ఇట్లా
footage of
బస్సులు
Chiori.
కరెంటు ఇవన్నీ
Chiori
ఫ్రీగా
is
ఇననికి
actually
మంచిగా
going to
ఉంటుంది.
appear in the event for
ఇల్లు
version
కట్టేటప్పుడు కూరగాయలు
4.3.
కొనేటప్పుడు చిప్స్ ప్యాకెట్ కూడా 10 రూపాయలు 15 రూపాయలు
While
అవుతుంది.
the travelers have been able to see her store
అందులో
in the
ఫుడ్
port
ఉండదు
of
చక్కగా.
Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
కంప్లీట్ గా లాస్ లోకి పోయింది అనుకో,
Yes,
సెంట్రల్
I
గవర్నమెంట్
know.
కూడా సపోర్ట్ చేయదు.
Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine.
అది
Chiori
యానిమల్ సినిమాలో
suggested that
లాస్ట్
they should
క్రెడిట్
stop
సీన్
by,
ఉంటుంది చూడు,
so
అట్లా
here they
అంటది.
are. So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioria Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most
ఇగో
influential fashion in
ఈమెనేమో
Fontaine.
యోరి పిల్ల బుక్
That is
పట్టుకున్న పిల్ల.
right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from
కొడు అలా
Inazuma.
నాకు ఎందుకు డౌటే కొడుతుంది భయ, నాకు ఎన్నో గట్టిగా కొడుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ మేబీ జర పీస్ఫుల్ గా ఉండొచ్చు, దాని తర్వాత ఏమన్నా
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the
మళ్ళీ
Fontanalia
ఎలక్షన్లు
Film
వచ్చే ఛాన్స్
Festival?
ఉందా అన్నట్టు.
The Fontanalia
Chiori.
Festival was established to commemorate the legendary
ఎందుకంటే
rock knights.
ఎవరు సాటిస్ఫైడ్
According to the
అనిపిస్తలేదు
myths,
ఎవరికి ఇక్కడ.
they went on a quest to
మరి
search
ఎందుకో
for the
తెలియదు.
Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon
చూడాలి మరి
Egeria
ఏం
to
జరుగుతుందో.
Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
ఒక
It's one
ఇయర్
of the most
అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే
important
తెలుస్తుంది
festivals in Fontaine.
తర్వాత
Like
పరిస్థితి
what the
ఎట్లుంటుందో.
Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting!
Hmm.
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the
See-
Fontanalia
see,
Film
ago,
Festival
Chiori.
earlier this year. And during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see
ఆహా
Farina
కాదు,
working with Ayaka and
ఇక్కడ
the others here.
పబ్లిక్ కి ఏంటంటే
So
ప్రెసెంట్
Does this
నాలెడ్జ్
mean
ఉన్న
that there's a
వాళ్ళందరికీ
chance that
భయం
Farina
భయం
might
అయిపోతుంది.
win
ఇప్పుడు
the
భయం
Farina
పట్టుకుంది
Award?
అందరికి.
Okay, now
మొత్తం
I'm intrigued.
రాష్ట్రం సంకనాకింది పరిస్థితి
I'm
ఏంది అని.
sorry, but I'm gonna
అందుకే
have to leave you in
చాలా మంది
suspense.
భయపడుతుర్రు.
If travelers are
ఇస్తుంది.
curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing
అట్లా
in Fontaine,
ఎవరికి అర్థమవుతుంది
or
అసలు
how
ఏది
Farina
ఎట్లా జరిగింది
fared,
ఇదంతా అని. ఇంకా
you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes
ఈ
available.
ఫ్రీ బస్సులు అండ్ ఫ్రీ బస్
So,
ఫ్రీ
we know that
ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ
several friends
చూసరికి
from
ఇంకా
Inazuma
ఫ్యూజ్లు
will be in
ఎగిరిపోతున్నాయి
Fontaine
అందరికి.
for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్న
But
వాళ్ళందరికీ
travelers
అర్థమైపోతుంది
have so
పరిస్థితి.
much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity
five-
to participate in
five
a
or six.
variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh.
Ah, so cool. The first activity booth is the 1000 pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this
చూడవచ్చు
activity,
వచ్చాక
travelers will use
అదే ఇక.
special security and surveillance patrol
కాకపోతే
simulation
see,
device to
కాంగ్రెస్
practice
అనొద్దు
targeting
కానీ
and shooting opponents.
ఓటేసిన వాళ్ళని అనాలే.
The Special
అది
Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun target practice
ఎప్పుడన్నా
can be.
ఓటేసేటోళ్ళనే
And the
అనాలే భయ్య.
second activity booth
ఏదన్నా
is called
పార్టీ
trick
తప్పు
shots,
చేసిందంటే
tricky
కంప్లీట్ గా
lights.
పార్టీ తప్పుడు
In
కూడా
this
ఉండదు.
activity,
50%
travelers will
పార్టీ
use the
తప్పు ఉంటుంది,
studio's special
50%
lighting effects
పబ్లిక్
to
తప్పు
film a
ఉంటుంది
fight
సెలెక్ట్
scene.
చేసుకున్నందుకు. అట్లా
Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases
Oh.
after those stabilization mecha balls.
పాప్ గేమ్
Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement.
అయినా ఏం
You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher
ఏమో
and further,
తెలియదు
which is perfect
ఏం
for quickly
జరుగుతుందో
traversing
ఏం
to the other
చేస్తారో
side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many
Next elections
stabilization
మాత్రం
mecha
గట్టిగా
balls
ఉంటాయి.
into their target area as possible within the time limit.
Publicity
The more mecha
గట్టిగా
balls that
ఉంటది.
end up in your area, the more points you
అన్ని
earn.
గట్టిగా ఉంటాయి
The
నెక్స్ట్
fourth
ఎలక్షన్
activity
లో
booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own
Maybe
scenes
ఒక
by
ఒక
experimenting
అడ్వర్టైజ్
with
వస్తుంది
different camera positions
మార్పు
and
రావాలి
narration
మార్పు రావాలి
techniques.
అన్నాక మార్పేడు వచ్చింది
Cool,
ఇంకా
we get to make
సంక్రాంతి
a
అంటారు
movie. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Travelers might remember
KCR
helping out
గట్టిగా
Xavier
పట్టుకుంటాడు
with
నాకు
some
తెలిసి
filmmaking back in Inazuma,
KTR
but this seems
పట్టుకుంటాడు
more
అది
professional. Wait, maybe
ఇంటర్నెట్
this
యాక్సెస్
can be the
లేదు కదా
inspiration for our
ఇంటర్నెట్
commercial.
యాక్సెస్ లేకపోతే ఏంది భయ్యా న్యూస్ పేపర్ ఉందిగా
Now that I think about it, a
కటింగ్
Fontaine
షాప్ పోతే
man
న్యూస్
went
పేపర్
to
దొరుకుతుంది
Inazuma to
పాండా
shoot a
బకాడికి
film.
పోతే న్యూస్
I
పేపర్
guess
ఉంటుంది పాండా బకాడు
international
ఉండదు
travel can be a source of
చిన్న చిన్న
artistic
కూరగాయల
inspiration.
షాపులకు పోతే న్యూస్
That
పేపర్
must have
ఉంటుంది
also been true in Chiori's
టిఫిన్
case,
సెంటర్లలో
since
న్యూస్
she
పేపర్
opened
ఉంటుంది
Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only
ఎన్కేస్
Inazumans
రావద్దు భయ్
traveling abroad
ఈ
in
మధ్య
version
ఎవరిని ఎన్కేస్
4.3.
రావద్దు
Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
గుర్తుపెట్టుకో
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang. And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor
ఎంత
Beetle
పంచినా
Battle
గానీ
Boot Camp. That name is definitely very
పంచినా గానీ
Ito.
మన కామన్ సెన్స్ మనకు ఉండాలి కదా
Sure.
అదనేది
There was also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battled against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep.
ఎందుకంటే
Grandmaster
దీస్ ఆర్
Hanakado
నాట్ ది
made an
ఓల్డెన్ డేస్
impressive
నో
showing during the last
ఈడు
beetle
చదవద్దు
battle.
ఆడు చదవాలన్నట్టు
This
లేదు
time, he's
Information
made the trip to
పక్కా
Liyue
exchange
with
అవుతది.
Ito. It seems like the
కటింగ్
two of
షాప్ లో
them have
ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్
met
ఎక్స్చేంజ్
a
అవుతుంది
mysterious
టిఫిన్
new
సెంటర్స్ లో
beetle
ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్
battle
ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవుతుంది
master.
గట్టిగా కూరగాయల మార్కెట్లల్లో
Who is it?
గట్టిగా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ అవుతుంది
Tell
న్యూస్
us
పేపర్స్
about it.
అవసరం లేదు ఇంటర్నెట్ అవసరం లేదు
I can't
సోషల్
give
మీడియా
that
అవసరం
away.
లేదు ఏది అవసరం లేదు
Travelers will have to
ఈ
discover their
3
identity
areas
during
లా
the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting this mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the
wait.
original event, travelers can now
Gojo-
also instruct
Gojo
Onikabuto
వచ్చింది,
to use
Crimson.
guard to defend against electro bullet and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
కరెక్టే ఇది కరెక్టే బై
Trial of
ఇది
the
కరెక్టే
strong.
Travelers can look
ఇప్పుడు
forward
సింపుల్
to
చెప్పాలంటే
encountering an old friend in the
ఓటేసిన వాళ్ళు
Fontaine
ఆళ్ళ గుంతలు వాళ్ళు
countryside.
దోకున్నట్టే
That's right.
ఒక రకంగా.
Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his
ఒకవేళ
treasure map and
కాంగ్రెస్ ఏం
treasure-seeking
డెవలప్మెంట్
Celia
చేయకపోతే
along
మాత్రం
with it.
ఎవరి గుంత ఆడదోకున్నట్టే
Yay! Our
బట్
mini
నేను
Steely
అయితే ఏం
friend is
అనుకుంటట్లేదు
back!
So cute.
కంపల్సరీ ఏదో కొంచెం డెవలప్మెంట్
Travelers
అంటే
can help restore
అయినా
the Sealy's
చేస్తారేమో అని
vitality
ఆశ
by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In
కంప్లీట్ గా
return, the Sealy will guide us to the
డెవలప్మెంట్
locations of
చేస్తుందని
buried
కాదు
treasure.
కొంచెమన్నా డెవలప్మెంట్
After
చేస్తుందని ఆశ
collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh.
అవసరం లేదు నాకు
Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater.
చూద్దాం
But
1-2
when I
అదే
first
1-2
arrived in
ఇయర్స్
Fontaine,
తెలుస్తుంది
I
ఇక
discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is a very
కేటీఆర్ కోపం
observant of
చూడాలి
you.
భయ్ ఇప్పుడు నేను
Thank you.
In this
కేటీఆర్
iteration
ఎంత
of
కోపం
the
వస్తుందో
Lost
కేటీఆర్
Riches
కి
event, a
వీళ్ళందరూ
new
ఓటేసి
mini
గెలిపించారు
Sealy
నన్నేమో
named
మళ్ళీ
Brilliance
నువ్వే
will be
రావాలి నువ్వే
available.
బెస్ట్ సీఎం
This new mini
అది
Sealy
బెస్ట్
can
ఐటీ మినిస్టర్
travel
అది ఇది అని
underwater.
అంటారని
Amazing.
మీమ్స్ వేరే లెవెల్లో
Treasure
చేస్తారు
isn't
తెలుసా
the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges.
మీమ్స్
Each
అయితే
challenge
నార్మల్
stage will
చేస్తలేరు
contain 2 rounds.
వేరే లెవెల్
Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen
Elections
characters
వారేలా
must be
ఉంటుందా?
used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will
టెన్షన్ లేదు
obtain
బ్రో
a heightened verve
కలిసి
buff.
నవ్వుకుందాం అందరం
Defeating
కలిసి
opponents while heightened verve is active will
ఎంత
grant
నవ్వుతా
you
అన్ని
more
ఏళ్ళు బతుకుతుంది
points.
తెలుసా
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right.
Ten years
it's
TRS
Lieben.
development.
Oh. And if Lieben
What
is
the-
around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primo Gems again.
Ooh, exciting.